Sup? Hello? Hi. Oh shit. The gun wall. All the guns are missing. Hello? Hello? Oh! What the fuck? Time out. Time out. Just shut up for a second. Let me figure it out. What the fuck? Oh, hey. Hi. All my shit's breaking. I don't know, man. Good start. Yeah, I do this professionally. Don't you know that? Haven't you learned? I'm an expert, and I'm a professional. Reach into a star. Fuck you guys, man. What's going on? Happy Monday. Where'd you get that shirt? The shirt is from Savage Tacticians. On the back. The back is the best part. Hold on. Yeah, I like the back of it. What's up, Brian? Upgrade the computer? No, I gotta start replacing stuff. I haven't replaced the majority of my stream equipment. The computer that I used for the Funker stream is the first computer I ever built. And I streamed on that computer for like a year and a half before building another one. Hey, Ryan, what's up? What's up, Glock? How you doing, buddy? What fun thing you do with the guns? So Cody came over. He's got some fights. He's got a fight coming up in September, so we're doing some extra training together. So he came over and trained on Sunday, and we did we had some range time. Running in the same room as an AT4 can be scary. Yeah, I suck with that thing. What's on the agenda tonight? I'm gonna drink this beer for a minute, and then I guess I'll play Battlebit. Kind of forcing myself to, if I'm being honest with you. Ronnie, you make me feel okay as an IT guy. I have the same issues as you. My stuff's not working. I have no idea why. My stuff is now working. I have no idea why. Yeah. That's how it goes, dude. Like, I don't know. I'll probably just start replacing cables to start over on the Funker side. What I hate doing, though, is if I'm going to have to replace, like, a lot, I'd rather not go through the process of buying all new cables if my cables are fine. But whatever. Battlebit is what I wish the new Battlefield felt like. Yeah, I have fun playing Battlebit. It just gets old quickly. I might end up playing Battlebit for the first, like, hour, and then we'll jump to squad or something. I don't know. Did you turn it off and on again? I actually did. I updated everything right before the Funker stream tonight. I don't know. What's the wheel or torque deal? What? In short, how do the POW survive when they're first thrown? When they are first thrown grenades at the bunkers? What do you mean? Yeah, it's a little, yeah. Wheel or torque screw thing. Yeah. I didn't understand what you were saying. Didn't realize you streamed outside of Funker. I was streaming here before I was streaming over at Funker. This stream's been around since 2018. Got the same one. Yeah, I think it's fine. The problem is you can't really get it exact, you know, to the inch pounds that you need it. It's close enough though, for, you know, an idiot to use like me. It's around 18 inch pounds. What is Battlebit? It's kind of like Battlefield except with blocks. Like Roblox, if Roblox was Battlefield. I don't know how to describe it other than that, to be honest with you. Lo-fi Battlefield? Yeah. Roblox Battlefield? Yeah. Minecraft Battlefield? Yes. Both of those that are accurate. Yeah. It's Roblox Minecraft graphics with Battlefield 4 gameplay. Yes, correct. Yeah. Yeah, you're all not wrong. You're all not wrong. The gameplay is fun, though. Where does a 530 in Funker 530 come from? That's the $1 million question. I don't know. Ask Funker. You guys play 6 Days in Fallujah? Yeah, I did. I played it one night. We had a whole lot of fun in it, too. I've got another night coming up soon, but this time with a buddy. $32v32 Rush. I'm going to turn off the music for a second. I like 64v64, but I am going to start with 32v32 tonight. You're the right person for the job. Funker should give you a raise. Promote that, man. Mm-hmm. Where'd you get that shirt? Savage Tacticians. Yeah, this is the Embrace the Chaos shirt. Got to be fun if it's Roblox players. It's actually quite a bit of fun. You know, it's a great way to kind of tune out and just go. You know, you don't have to think about anything. You don't got to worry about tactics. You just kind of send it. You know what I mean? We're partnered with Savage Tacticians, Glock. In fact, the new Funker 530 merch line is going to be hosted by Savage Tacticians soon. I like the chaos of the 127 versus 127. You see, that's more boring to me. Because you gotta hunt for people. Like, it takes forever to find a fight. Come on, shithead. Oh, fuck.
Did you get the guy on the roof up there?
No, nobody here. Let's go up on the roof. Try and handle some business up here. Oh, how'd you die, bro? Oh. Can I nade that? Oh, you see that? Oh, what a grenade, bro! Yes! I'm nuts! Oh, I died. What makes this game fun is the hitboxes aren't broken. The net code is good, so when you're shooting at somebody and you hit them, you actually hit them. You know, some of those big AAA games have issues with hit registration and all kinds of stuff. This is a 3 developer game. Like, there's 3 people developing this. What are we doing in here, boys? Oh, God. Can I throw grenades at that guy? Oh, get rocked. I'm nuts. A hucker grenade. Oh, there's a guy coming. Suck! Oh, he's coming to the right. No!
Wow, that's holding back so much shit, bro.
I haven't played like twitchy kind of games in a long time, so I always get my ass rolled in this one. Yeah. Oh, fuck. More money, more problems. When it comes to game development, man, I mean, that's the way it feels. Because you got games like Call of Duty that come out and they just suck, dude.
Medic,
and they've got
please.
like millions and millions
My
of dollars.
butthole hurt.
Someone help that man. His butthole hurts.
Got you, brother.
Saw that guy.
John, I love you.
Oh, I ran out.
Ooh. Rocky like you, man. Seems great.
Call of Duty's just a cash cow. Oh, there's a grenade. I'm kind of tired of pushing this same angle here. Go, go! Oh, that guy's dead. No, thank you. I'm a terrible teammate, man.
Yep.
I might pull out the sniper here in a minute. Further out in the trees. They're in the trees! Mad Dog, they're in the trees, bro.
I see they're in the trees.
Hey! Uh-oh. Oh, God. Such a good grenade. Oh, man.
I got you. Hold on. I gotta heal.
Super fun, safe to play with my kids, etc. Yeah. Yeah, so, I've played... My daughter loves to play Roblox. And I've played with her before. She likes a game mode called Arsenal, which is basically this. And now... Arsenal was fun. I guess the more fun part was playing with her. Oh, gee, there's a bad guy up there with us. So this is something that I've been meaning to put on her list.
Yeah, I know.
Bro! There's a bad guy right there again.
Stuff. I got you.
Touch me. Alright, next death, I'm gonna
Get
pull
him,
out
Tiger.
the, Oh, I suck. Alright, now we're pulling out the, sniper. Loadout. No. Recon, that's what we want. I'll just spawn back at main. Mows it for 20 months, man. Jeez. Thanks, dude. YouTube contains the truth. Somebody's truth. Just depends on whose it is you're looking at. Next. Something to shoot at. I was hoping they were gonna still be over there by that bus. It was just that one dude so far, though. I wish I could mount. Let's just go over there. Chamber your bullet? Should be one chamber. Oh, I always forget to do that. Oh. Oh, we're down low. We're going.
Am I not on the... I'm...
Whoa, friend. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah. Touch me. Oh! Oh, that was luck. That was no reason in hell I should have hit that shot.
We just pushed that because we wanted the ammo.
Bit of a war cry there. What's up, dude? I need a... Oh, that hurt. What's this? I was hoping it was gonna be... Hello? Climb up it, dude. Thank you. I was hoping it was gonna be a little bit taller. It's tall enough. Oh. Somebody's just waiting for folks to climb up there. He's all the way back on those high rises. I'll find him. Hey, Julie. Thanks for swinging by for a little bit. Can't hear the damn game. Go up over here. Hello, pull out the pistol, please. I think there's bad guys in here. Going all the way up to the roof. Oh, fuck, bro. Why do you think people got into this game more than Battlefield? You know, I don't know. I don't know. There's something about it that just flows well. You know, you can kind of just... The progression system is easy to understand. You know, it's not overly complicated. You can jump in and play how you like and enjoy it. Oh, I see you. Yep. Oh, give me that forehead, bro. Oh, come on. See them all. They're right there. The vehicles are fun. I just don't know how to fly choppers and shit. It goes very poorly each time I try. Like, very poorly. Whoa, friend. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on. Oh! Fuck you, bitch. Come on. Come on. Show yourself. Whoa. I'm already hurt, so like one shot in like the arm and that thing's gonna... That dude's gonna kill me. Hello? Oh, I killed something? Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. That was a nutty shot. We have dudes like coming in here on us. Oh, there's guys back here. Oh, he's dead. We're surrounded. Oh, I saw him. Deep, deep, deep. Trying to kill this guy way out there though. There it is. Got him. The guy up top though. Oh, I was hoping to get him in the stairwell. I'm gonna get him in the stairwell. Whoa, hey friend. Hello, boys. Somebody picked you up then, huh? Jimmy, he got me again. Come res me. Do you get a range if you get a headshot? Yeah, you'll have to see it. Like, you'll have to... Oh, fuck. Ow, that hurt. I wasn't paying attention. Oh! I got hit again. I hope you aren't using a mic. What do you mean? Like in the game? No, just for you guys. Yeah, it's push to talk. Come in. Oh, is them? No. I want to go back to that building. Go, go. Here we go. Under. Fire from deeper into the building. Ow. Oh, he got me that time. Shame the chat gets so dumb. The only thing that was really aggravating me is all the fake stuff. Like, I get the wit behind it, I understand it, you know. But what it does is it ends up detracting from some of the other stuff. Right? So imagine somebody new coming into the chat and seeing fake. Well, they're... What the fuck, bro? Hold this. Oh, come on. You see what I mean? So imagine somebody new coming in the chat and seeing all that fake stuff, and they're probably not going to want to stick around. You know? Let's change up to... Let's run like maybe an SMG or something. We'll change to maybe the engineer class. What do I have running on the engineer class? Oh, MP7. Okay. My tracking is terrible. Coming out.
My buddies.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, what the fuck? SMG's so OP. I just suck. PP19, I don't have it unlocked yet. I don't have enough game time in. I only have about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Maybe a little bit longer. Maybe twice that at most. Fuck. Go, 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 go. Oh, I see it! Oh my god. Get in. Oh, shit. Takes a lot of time to get the PP, yeah. I don't play enough of that. I play more squad. I'll probably end up getting frustrated with this after I get worked too many times and go play squad. Like, no reason I should have lost that fight. Sucks. If you want OP grind for the Vector, my little brother does 100 kill games with it routinely. How do I get the... What's the... Only rank 70. Yeah, what am I like, level 25 right now or something? PP2000 is good? Okay. Oh no. Get the reload. Oh fuck. It takes so long to reload! I don't like the DMRs in this. I don't like the DMRs at all, man. I don't think they hit hard enough. You know, you're standing in front of somebody like this close and you hit them twice with a 308. Like, what are you doing? Why are you still standing? Good God, that takes forever to reload, dude. Goodness gracious. You could die of thirst waiting for him to reload the damn MP7.
My man.
Really, yeah, DMR in most games suck, yeah. Yeah, well, they have to nerf it, right? So we talk about that a lot with, like, the squad changes. Like, you can't make things as good as they are. You can't. Because you'll never be able to emulate the one thing that's kind of your saving grace from running head on into a DMR, which is kind of fear, right? Like, you're just not gonna do that. And you can't emulate that in games. There's no risk. That's one of the things that, like, makes Tarkov such a good game to play is there's risk added to it. But then you got all the other problems with it. Because of that risk, there's going to be inherently more cheaters. Double tap to reload, tech reload, and dump the mag. Yeah, that's true. I could do more of that.
My man.
Feels like you're trying to pull a mag out of your back. Yeah, a little bit. I feel like that'd be faster.
My man.
Goodness. All these renewals. Caveman for 21 months. Jake for 15. Carl for 10. Edward for 21. Jay for 21. Goodness,
my
guys.
Man.
I'm gonna mute those. They're gonna go forever. All the renewals just came up at once right there. Funny thing, sniper makes more damage if the target is further away. Interesting. Does it really? Why would they do that? Oh, I'm inside of you. Hey, bro, I'm inside of you.
What are you standing around for? Get going. Move, move, move.
How's it going?
Do you feel me? Inside of you?
Yeah, how are you guys moving? I don't know.
Yeah, get going. Move.
I'm trying.
Stop with all the standing around.
Go,
Go, go, go, go, go.
Alright, fine. I guess we'll move now.
Oh, that's for him. Attack B. Rush B. run up the middle of the street here. Oh. That was a grenade.
Your dog shit, homie.
Ow. Ugh. Oh, hello, friend. Ow! Oh, I died.
Bruh.
What is that? Can I go out this window? I can. Wrap around this way. We're gonna end up with somebody behind me here. Oh, there's a guy on the roof. Hold that. Oh, man. Oh! What? That shouldn't have happened, dude. Death by kneecaps. You ever play Gears of War? Oh yeah, back in the day, man. Absolutely. What are you laying on the ground for? Just do the W key. That's a cool trick.
Oh yeah, come here, give me that butt. Give me that butt.
Hey. Hold this. What happened?
Yeah, boy.
And I'm wrecked. Not y'all was late to stream, got to go see the rest. Sounds good, man. Thanks for swinging by over here.
Push it.
Pick me up. Pick me up before you go. Not today. Behind me? Oh, fuck.
Behind you, behind you.
Oh.
Yo, res me.
I'm not gonna get picked up. Let's see what I unlocked, though. So one of the best parts about this is that the weapon customization is actually pretty good. You know? It's not a bunch of weird shit. You know what I mean? Like, the Call of Duty weapon customization is just wild shit, man. Very, what's the game? Oh god, not like this. No, Satan. What's the game? It starts with a B. Badlands? I missed every shot. I missed every shot, man.
Onward!
Yeah, you got dudes like spraying you down with guns without a stock on them, you know? Creates cursed weapons. Yeah, it's like weird shit. You know, you take the M4 stock off and suddenly it's like this still extremely accurate. Come on, baby. Hit that spray. Ugh. Oh. Borderlands, not Badlands. Yeah, Borderlands. I used to love Borderlands. I love Borderlands. Wow, you started the Funker stream without me. Should have been here for formation. You missed movement, dude. Oh. Oh! No stock sniper rifle with iron sights, hitting 500-meter headshots with it. You know? Fuck out of here. It's wild stuff, dude. You know, there's certain games that you can just tell that they are either gun people or they at least consulted real gun people. You know? Like Nikita's a gun guy. He likes guns. There's a guy in here. Ah, fuck. I wasn't paying attention. I mean, I was just kind of sending it. Back up. 2 world wars. Oh, fuck. This guy up top. I'm just better. I almost wasn't. Resident Evil stream? Dude, I haven't played a Resident Evil in a long time. Oh, fuck you. Was that you, Adam? You sniping? Fight me for real. Go up the stairs. Oh. What are you guys banging on? Oh, there was a guy.
Oh, there's another one.
There's always another one. Rookie. Oh. Oh. Why is that there? It's a weird spot for a claymore, man. Presents. Whoa. What's your thought on Speedos? I don't like Speedos. Too constricting. I support your decision to enjoy Speedos, though. Yep. Ah! Oh, I made it. I wasn't supposed to. If you can't tell, I like playing elevation. Oh, that guy's fucked. What? 4-6 failed me. Check your ground connection to all power equipment and sure connected together coming from the outlet or the same phase. Yeah, so one of the things that I intend to do is when I take the break up from the stream. Oh, that was stupid. When I take a break from the stream, I intend to do like a oh god, full cable check. I'll probably break the PC down, rebuild it, do a full reset of the PC. See what I unlocked. Side rail. I don't like the flashlights on there. All right, here we go again. Oh, hey, there's another one. Around this back way. I'm so fast. Meow. Oh my god! This Friday is the last function stream for a few weeks. Nope, the following Friday.
Oh, hell yeah, buddy.
The following Friday.
Oh, hell,
28th will be the last one. I have to report on the 29th. This is the new Call of Duty killer? I'd rather play this than Call of Duty. You think I can huck a grenade up there? Ah! Throw a football over a mountain. Oh. Why am I reloading?
You stinking little shit!
Jump, sissy. Oh god. Oh. Didn't think I'd be able to do that. Dad's coming.
Flush him out, flush him out.
Oh. Oh, right here. I don't have nearly the gun for this. I need to go down a level. This is still too high. Okay. Oh. 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 They play so smooth. I know. Do they not have shotguns? That's interesting. I wonder why they wouldn't have put shotguns in this. Fuck! I think it's the same dude. Hello, friend. Same guy got me.
Stop peeking that window.
I want to jump out of it.
Where are they at? Where are they at? Let me blow them up.
Yep. Alley-oop. Oh, I need to reload. Get in there! I didn't realize I had like half a mag left. Suck a... Oh, I don't have any grenades. Uh-oh. Ah! On the roof. Physics is suspect. The falling is interesting. Like, you can fall for pretty far before you get hurt. Let's change back to an assault class and we'll let's do the AK-15. This thing hits like a truck. Jump. So slow now. What you guys doing? Going across. Cover me! I'll let move! Made it. Oh. Hey, shithead. Oh.
He's coming.
Ah! I was trying to get back behind the wall. Is there friendly fire? No. To be honest, you can fall too far in Tarkov as well while staying on feet at least, but that's another story. That's fair. Uh-oh. Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
They're here.
Yeah, I haven't even played around with the armor. You know, having all the extra armor you can put on your bit character or whatever.
So far since working there.
Oh! Oh, come on. I'm back there. It's a great game. Recommend highly. I love it. I think it's awesome. I still, if you sat me down and said you're going to play either this or Tarkov for the rest of your, or not, excuse me, this or Squad for the rest of your life, I'd pick Squad right now. If you asked me Tarkov or Squad, I'd have a harder time choosing. I do miss Tarkov. I'm starting to miss it quite a bit. And we should be getting closer at least to a wipe, which means that we should be back there. But from another perspective, I'm not missing Tarkov. Like I don't miss the feeling that I had to babysit the game. You know? That I do not miss. Having to manage your stash and all that extra bullshit. Oh, no. I want to keep capping. Yeah. Something I don't do very well is play the objective. I kind of just run around and miss all of my shots like that. That guy fell off the roof. He still killed me.
Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you!
Toxic. Yeah, Justin, that's one of the things that I'm kind of talking about is if I don't jump on the new Tarkov wipe immediately when it wipes, you know, I'm talking first 24 to 48 hours, I'm gonna be so far behind. I'm better. Like so far behind. You got people coming in the chat. Why do you only have 300,000 rubles? I don't know, man. I suck. Hello.
Oh, no.
Ah! I do kind of miss PUBG. I miss old PUBG though. Like I miss PUBG circa 2018, 2019. The game was never better than it was in 2018, 2019. That's an opinion. It's mine, and I stand by it. Ow, ow. Something bit me. I just ran in circles. We're good. Oh, there's a guy right there. There's a guy right here. Potato, potato. I'm a potato. In that window there. Yep. See if I can huck a grenade in that window. Nope. I hate how they have bots now. Yeah, that sucks. The one night ever that I played Fortnite, I thought I was a Fortnite prodigy. Like at the time, I was trying to get into competing in PUBG, you know. And
You motherfucker!
I mean, it was going fine. I was a pretty good PUBG player. But I reached out to my buddies and I was like, guys, I have played 10 games of Fortnite, and I haven't lost a single one with less than 20 kills. I'm an absolute Fortnite legend. And they were like, how many games have you played? Like 10. Like, you know your first 10 games is against bots, right? I never touched Fortnite again, man. Never touched it again. Is that friendly? Yeah. Whoa, alright, we're not going that way. Yeah.
Fucks with, it's not just everybody in.
I don't know where the bad guys are, so at this point I'm just kind of W key into W key until I run into something and die. We're gonna swap to the bigger game mode here after this one. Oh, whoa. Wow, friend. In just a second. Oh my god, so many dudes. The only thing that kills me about this AK is the fire rate. Oh my god, how'd I miss all those shots? Hit. I can't get up there. $124v124. I end up just running forever, trying to find a fight, man. Nice. Parkour. There's a guy in the window up there. I got that guy. Yeah, we're gonna swap game modes now. I'm gonna go do the 64v64. And then I'll go up to 120 whatever, and the destruction is excellent. I do like games that have destructible environments. Like, I don't know how difficult it would be for squad to implement, you know, a fully destructive environment, but that would drastically change things. You miss Battlefield 4? I miss sniping from the carrier. I was that guy. Always out there on the carrier, pissing everybody off. Hitting absolute bangers. We might go back to the sniper here. Main sight. We're gonna stick with the 6X. Do I have any good attaches for... Nope, I sure don't. I have a rangefinder. We're gonna put that on there. I don't know what that's gonna help me with, but... Don't have an extended mag. I think I should have the... Auto bolt action. Oh, we totally want that. Yeah. I don't want to have to be fucking with the... Yeah. Bolt D. There we go. Alright, 64 v 64. Oh. We're stuck. Oh, you're much slower. I'll kind of get up to speed here. Very slow. That shouldn't have... Guys. Bro. Oh, fuck. I don't know why I didn't shoot. That's a good spot, though. I love the glint. I hate scope glint in games. I fucking hate it. I think it's stupid. Oh, dude! Bruh. Fran. Hello, Fran. Bye. Pick me up. Yeah, daddy. You're only allowed one gun, whichever gun. What would you get? Oh my god. What's going on? Like in real life? It would probably be something as close to one MOA as possible, semi-automatic, 308. Whoa. Oh! Pull out the pistol, dude! Maze, I need to spawn, like, deeper. If I can get set up. Not an AT4? Correct. Not an AT4. I don't have a great track record with the AT4. I at least have a track record with the AT4, it's just not a good one. All these teeth and no toothbrush. Where are they at? Oh, deep here. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Stop, stop, stop. What do you have for suppressors and what's your favorite? I only have one suppressor that I own. I have 0 suppressors on my person because it's in jail right now, and it's an RC2. Oh, I see you. Hello, friend. There it is. I keep forgetting I don't have to cycle the bolt. Oh. Huh? That went through his head. I just suck, guys. I don't know. Whatever happened to the glasses? Felt too nerdy? No, I still wear them. You know, I wear them during the day a lot. Because ultimately, my glasses are just blue light filters. I do have a prescription. I just have never filled it. Because I only really need it for night. My vision is getting progressively worse. I used to have like 2013 vision though. My God, I'm fucking nuts, guys. Like, I don't know how to put this, but I'm an absolute gangster up here. They're getting pissed. Sounds like you're getting old. Something like that, yeah, man. What's crazy is I used to have 2013 vision. I got just Oh, oh, ow, 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 ow. Huh? What happened? Oh, fuck you, bro. Yeah, something like that. I used to have 2013 vision. Right, like I'd go to the doctors, they'd be like, "No, that you can't. Did you memorize the chart?" Like, no. I'm too dumb to memorize your chart. I keep clicking this stupid bolt cycle. Oh man. I have 2475 vision. Jesus. You shoot both eyes open? Yeah. Close up, forget about it. I mostly notice it at night. And even like even my TVs. I've actually gotten up off my couch to check my internet because I thought that the picture wasn't clear enough. And everybody else was like, "What are you doing? This is like 4K quality." And I'm like, "That's blurry as shit." I don't know. It's just going bad. So I do wear them. I wear them most of the day. I've got a pair sitting over there. They're different though. They're not the ones you guys are used to. Things are gangster, dude. But they're primarily blue light filters. Ow. Ah. The sun used to look more crisp when you were younger. Ow!
Ow, pick me up. Ow!
Oh, I just died there. Okay, please do tap the like button.
Here.
I primarily don't wear these when I stream because of the glare. There's like an extra glare on them. I used to wear these. Hello? I pick. Oh! Oh! Shit. You by chance have astigmatism? I don't think so. No. Yeah, we gotta be getting close. Somebody asked earlier about the shirt. I always get asked about the shirts. We gotta be getting closer to, I'll reach out to Savtech tomorrow on the Funker line, see where we're at with that. Like, we're partners with them. It's not like we're just setting up a shop over there. Like, it's like a mutual enablement kind of thing. I don't like where I am right now. Oh. Yeah, I'm not comfortable. I don't feel safe. Oh, I almost shot that guy. Oh, fuck. Saw that guy. Oh. Oh. Pick me! No, friend. Oh, over here. Nope. We're good. Fuck.
Oh, he's on the bridge crossing, bro.
This game have back melee kills? What do you mean? That's the server, by the way? Oh, it's the server doo-doo? Is there melee? I don't think so. Hey, do you guys say melee or melee? Oh, I missed. I suck. Do it again. Do it again! Oh my god. He did. I lost. Melee? Melee? I've heard people say melee. It's melee. Melee? What's up, RX? Let's see what I unlocked for the sniper. New optic. Pro hunter. I'm gonna pass, man. Camouflage. We got new camo. What does this give me and take away? It gives me velocity. More control. Control doesn't matter too much. It gives me more damage. Yeah, we're gonna take that. Yep. Sure is. Hello. Oh god. Ow. Shoot back, guys. Melee? Melee? No. Oh, yes. Touch me, friend. Hello. Hi. Very good touches.
Hey.
Go this way. Oh, there's guys back here. Boys. Oh, I'm gonna die. He's close. I keep getting told that I should play Insurgency Sandstorm. Like, one of the most common games I'm told to try is Insurgency. Alright. How are we looking here? Oh, I saw that guy. Don't go that way. I think you can actually cross there. I've seen that happen. I've seen people jumping over that. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna set up back here. See if we hit some deeper shots, and then from here I'm gonna go and play a couple rounds of the 120 whatever, however many it is. The 120 whatever, however many it is. Okay. I didn't mean it. Can I peek through? Ow, bro. Gotta say this community is refreshing. Thanks for being here for a bit. There's a whole lot of other even cooler stuff about this community that I haven't even talked about tonight. You know, because, I mean, we've been talking about it so much for the last week. I'm always afraid of promoting what we do for the Fit PC too much. Out of, like, desire to not just burn people out on hearing about it, you know? I mean, this community's raised almost $55,000 for veteran charity so far. Small as it is. Hello. You're dead now, sir. I'm almost concerned to the point of where people are like, okay, we get it, you know. I guess they blew the bridge up again. Yeah, it's not, the damage isn't quite as extensive in my opinion as the last time. But they kind of just continue to hit it. What's interesting to me though is the you can't say there's really a lack of focus on the rail line, because to be honest with you, I think they're just trying to get what they can get. What's unfortunate this time is, you know, the known civilian casualties, but like I talked about on the Funker stream, and I don't know if I was eloquent enough in trying to describe my thoughts on it. It sucks whenever it happens. I keep dying in the same fucking spot. Savage Sectors has so many good shirts. Yeah, they do. Their shirts are some of the best, dude. Oh, there's a guy fucking right here.
I got your back, bro. Don't worry about it. I got your back, Ronnie.
Thanks, Boo Boo. Ah! There's a guy up here!
Oh, To the left! To the left!
Who's Blockhead Billy? That's the name of the guy. My guy. I don't know. I don't know what to put for titles, man. Ow! 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 Stop! No! No! Ow! There's a guy right there, and I want to kill him. Get up here. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like this. I like this. I can dig this. As those dickheads get up on top there. I might swap to the MP7 and start doing thunder runs through here, though. See you. Do it again. Nope. Hello. There's a guy. Nope. There we go. Yep. Hello. Look. Yeah, we're gonna swap. Change my gun. Oh no, we're getting picked up here. Adam, thanks for the 20, dude. What do you mean I have a drone?
Oh, really?
Oh, I thought I was moving back to the left.
Behind. What's back?
Behind? What?
I'm dead.
So many medics. Everybody's a medic. Lay down, stupid idiot.
No, I'm just loving you, Ronnie. You're cool.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I gotta reload.
You can ping him with the mouse.
Do I think he will get excommunicated? I mean, he's already, like, exiled in Belarus, isn't he? Or executed. Oh, I get it. I get it. No. No. You guys saw the picture of him in his undies in the tent, right? No, I think, I don't think they're dumb enough to do that. Wagner loves that dude. Bro, you can't sniper anybody. Can't you sniper anybody? You good until you look through the scope. What do you mean? I'm just sucking right now, man. I had a pretty good run on top of that other building. Oh, shit. See that guy?
Yep, they could see you. Thanks.
Oh, hello, friend. Come on. There it is. Get that one. They picked his ass up. He got bopped again. Boop. Yeah, they are. I'm not helping my team at all. Just fucking sniping. I told you I'm a terrible teammate. No. Yes. Yes, touch me. Thank you. What? Shot that man in the face. That guy's dead. What's that? Oh, I see you. I'm nuts. Fuck you. He's picking up that dude. Oh no! How'd I miss that? Oh, it didn't fire the second time. That was gold too. You only get one shot when looking through the scope. No, I could shoot longer, but what I like to do is shoot and move. I don't like staying in the I don't basically fire and then stay where I am. Bro, what you guys doing?
Yo, push to the right. Let's take B. You guys just sit here.
Ow. I'm gonna die. Anywhere from Yuri? Yes, we have heard from Yuri. Yuri is alive and well.
Worst spawn ever.
Oh shit, I'm out of ammo, brother.
Oh, I unlocked the SV98? Did I really? We're gonna use that on the 100 and whatever V100 and ever. Is it 127 V127? Why is it 127? That seems like an odd, very specific number. Why not 126 or 128? What's the purpose of that? If you use a mid-range scope or lower on the sniper rifle, your position wouldn't be given away by scope glint. So I tried using like the 4Xs and all that stuff, and I didn't like the sight picture I had with them. Yeah, 127. Here we go. Server max is 254. What makes the server max 254? Probably reserve slots, likely 256 is the true max. Interesting. Maybe that's just the cap based on the capabilities of the server. Let's rock the SV98. Damage 63, damage 66. I have more damage coming from the SSG than I do with the SV98. But I'm guessing that's because of my attachment there. So let's put that on there. Yeah. Okay, so the base rifle is that much better. All right, we're gonna run this. This is gonna bother me. There needs to be an option for you to like clear out all your stuff without having to go to each one. SV98 back. Going in right here. Yeah, I like this optic. Oh. I hate having to rack the bolt, man. Having to come out of the optic to run the bolt sucks. Sucks pretty bad, and I do not like it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, where do I go for the fight? Where's the fighting at? In 64 and in 32, you like it's more linear. I appreciate that very much. Come on. Where is he? Oh shit! I was gonna get a pilot kill there. Like, what's everybody shooting at? I want to get on the gun. Can't get on the gun. I swear that guy was just getting shot at. See, I'd almost rather be running just like a regular gun on the... Oh. What's up? Whoa, dude. Oh, the velocity on this is so much faster. that shot wouldn't have hit with the other one. See you, friend. Is he still behind that rock? Or did he get killed? Oh. 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 What happened? Oh, that's a bad guy, like right in front of me. I don't want to be down here. I'll go up here. No, I want to... Hello? Why can't I spawn at this objective? Oh, we're still capping it. I want to spawn up here. I don't want to spawn down by the boat. Spawn in this boat. Get out. My gun. Alright, here we go. There's a guy. I was on this ridgeline, right? Oh, that means that guy. Oh. I guess the bad guys are all over here now. What's he shooting at the boat for? You use your other sniper attachments on the SV, and I know you gotta unlock them for this too. Kind of standard. Velocity. I shot that guy. Keep hitting the chopper, but it's way too much lead. Well, the chopper just went down. What's going on with this with scratchers? Should be dudes down here. Oh, they're like camping their spawns. Oh my god, we're about to win already? No, stream's still up.
I appreciate it.
You ever want to scratch it or a lottery? I think the max I've won is like $100 on a scratcher one time. And the way I play scratchers,
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
is I come to the conclusion that the however much I put on a scratcher. Oh, I missed that. Oh, there's guys. Oh, those are good guys. No, no. Oh.
Goodbye.
So what I do, and this is a stupid way to do it. Don't do this. I say I put $5 in on a scratcher and I win $10. Well, then I'll take that 5 and put it in my pocket. And then I'll put that extra 5 back on. And if I win again, then I keep 5 of it and then play the rest. Fairly decent. Yeah, I mean, I think scratchers are kind of a waste of money. I mean, I know some people that have won pretty big, like a couple grand. But that's definitely not the norm. Here they come. Play with scratchers to buy the whole roll. So when I am getting more than one, always get from the same roll. always buy from the same roll. Can't tell if that's a bad guy or not. Is this game worth buying? I think so. Yeah, I think it's fun. Oof. I don't even see what... Did he... No shit. He just shot me from the fucking chopper, bro. Thinking of pulling the trigger on it. For what you pay, it's worth it. You know, what is it, 15 bucks? You get plenty of game out of a $15 game. Or out of a $15 price. Plenty of game. See that fucking dude. Oh my god, there's so many fucking guys over there. Alright. So many dudes. Oh. It's far. Right up there on the mountain. Alright, I'm still way low. Position's blown though. Fuck. I don't have my holds for this one yet. Let's take the chopper. Yeah. Oh fuck yeah, bro. It's too bad I don't have a parachute though. Are you finding Battlebit? I enjoy it. This is probably only the second time I've streamed it, but I've got, you know, another hour and a half or so, and I don't have a whole lot of time in it. I enjoy it. You know, the twitchy kind of gameplay isn't something that I'm used to really anymore. Not since the like PUBG days, maybe. I mostly play like Squad and Tarkov and those slower, more strategy based kind of games. Wholesome and enjoyable game, yeah. I'll buy that for $1. I haven't encountered any cheaters. Yeah, me neither. 6 days burnt out fast for me. I can see why it would. I could see why it would. Yep. Change from a norm? Yeah, TJ. I thought 6 days was good, but given that it's still just a limited game, you know, it's not in its end state, and they're doing what they can to increase replayability, but there's only so much you're going to be able to do, right? All right, Adam, thanks for swinging by. So for normally I'd say, you know, I'll see you here Wednesday, but I won't be here Wednesday. I won't have a stream Wednesday night because we are going to take the kids, since I'm going to be gone for a couple weeks and I want to have a week of full streams before we go. This Wednesday we're going to take the kids to a theme park. We're going to do some roller coasters and stuff. Splatoon 3. I've never even heard of it. I wanted to get in a chopper. Are they all full? Yeah, it looks like they're all full. Yeah. I don't want to get left behind either, though.
Hey, what am I doing here?
Army cult stuff? Yep. 2 weeks worth. Your wife convinced you to play Roblox?
Go Red Wings.
The only thing I've played in Roblox is Arsenal. And that was basically this. So if you're bored, by the way, and you want to farm XP, you can just get in this and spam like 1 and 2 to mark targets, and you get XP from him shooting and doing all the work. I did that one day while I was watching, you know, footage. So I just sat in a tank and just spamming. You're lagging? It's not on my end, Eduardo. You know what? Just let me out, bro. Just let me out. He's gonna snipe with the tank. A damn fine idea. Yeah, just sitting there and... I mean, you technically don't even have to hit a button because you still get points for just being in the tank when he kills stuff. Have you heard or seen the military adopting small FPV? Oh, fuck, bro. No. So the video that I transcribed of the 47th Brigade is kind of evident of that. If you guys were able to watch that translation of the soldier from the 47th that gave his account of his training in Germany. It's one of the things that I talked about is us not really implementing that. Now, on the teams, right? So think ODAs, SEAL teams, they're using that kind of stuff. But if you look at Ukraine, at just your standard infantry squad, they've got a drone. They've got a drone. Because it's $400 or $500. Easy. And the worst part is the training that the 47th was provided. They wouldn't let them use their drones. They were like, we do scouts the old way. You know, you're gonna walk up on that hill rather than send your drone over the hill. And it's funny because if you think about it, the Ukrainians that were there were trying to explain, hey, that's not a very modern way of doing things. Recommend letting us use our drones so we can get more cycles in with them. And they were like, no, you're gonna walk. Oh my god. Could cluster munitions be used to clear minefields? Probably not, right? So I've talked about it a little bit before, and I don't have the knowledge base to be able to say for certain, but you're really only going... First of all, the economy isn't there from a scale perspective, right? That's not what you want to use those for. You want to dump those onto, you know, heavily defended positions, right? So that's your first problem. Your second problem is you're just really clearing out one small section. And even still, that explosion isn't necessarily going to trigger the mines. It might jar some of the PFM1s, the butterfly mines. You might get lucky and catch a couple anti-tank mines. But anti-tank mines are much more resilient than people think. Like, you can... I've got EOD buddies that have shared stories about standing, like, on a still armed anti-tank mine. It just it doesn't go off because the weight distribution on it, that weight limit is meant for like fucking vehicles, like multi-ton vehicles, not necessarily for you know, personnel. So then you have the other problem of A, you just wasted cluster munitions, but B, there's no chance that it's really going to be effective. Oh, fuck. Oh, what a shot. That guy just popped him. Should be plenty of targets. Oh, no. I need to shoot that damn thing. Okay. Is that a guy right there? Oh. Oh! Fuck. I'm going back to like an MP7 or something. We're gonna take the fight close. I'll clown around with this later. Get up, go. Actually, I must see if I can't hit that. Where's my... Don't I have a rocket? Or did I take the rocket off? I think I took the rocket off. That sucks. Oh, shit. Stupid idiot. Or that the cluster munitions exploded. Now you gotta hope it took out the mine. You don't hit UXO. Yeah. I mean, the fail rate of these is worse than people think. You know, a buddy of mine is kind of sits at the strategic level currently, and without saying as much, he was like, you know, it's mostly a political thing at this point to provide them, because the failure rate is actually something to be concerned about. You'll have the armchair quarterbacks saying that, you know, it's not that big of a deal. One of our own team members, actually, Cam. Cam's former mechanized infantry officer. In Iraq, they sent their scout forward. I don't recall the specifics on what they sent him to do, but he ends up stepping on the pick'em that they had fired the day before. And they had one casualty the entire deployment, and it was that scout. So the UXO problem is much more of a problem than a lot of people will, you know, pause to give it credit for. It's mostly talked about in like tongue-in-cheek, almost. It might not be the best way of describing it, but it's a problem. It's a problem. Russia's failure rate is something like 40% on their submunitions. It's like really bad. Theirs are really fucking terrible. Oh god. Didn't finish that reload. They're good area denial. Yeah, I mean, it's better than... You'll accomplish the same thing with one round of DPICM that would necessitate 4, 5, 6 rounds of even HIMARS. Right, that's what you're hitting. What's her name? The Deputy Assistant Director of East Europe for the Pentagon. Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Russia, Ukraine. It's basically Eastern Europe, female type. In one of her briefings that we brought up, it can be a very effective weapon when it's used, you know, but there is still that very real risk. Oh my god, I suck. Of UXO. Now, ultimately, it's not for us. If Ukraine asks for cluster munitions, right? If Ukraine asks for it and they say, hey, we feel that this would solve our problem. Okay, if, you know, you use this and you start, and you have then a humanitarian problem for the next, you know, 35, 40 years, understand that it was your decision to employ this. I honestly think Russia's failure rate is intentional. I don't think it's intentional. I think it just sucks. But again, so much of like the discussion around, you know, what's provided to Ukraine, you know, is had without their input. Right. We haven't used DPICM since early 2000s. We actually have systems that are replacing that. So this is once again one of those munitions that if Ukraine wants them, it's kind of up to them how they use them, and the world will be watching. See what I mean? Fuck, man. Bro, I can't go anywhere. starting to get burnt out on this already. This is the problem I have with Battlebit, is I play it for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I just get bored with it. What's the failure rate? The published failure rate is like 1 to 2%, something like that. If I understand what I was being told without being told it, it's somewhat higher than that. But he, you know, it was kind of one of those discussions that you have but you don't have. What concerns me is the world getting mad at us for providing it and saying we should have known better than to send us 2035 when they're still cleaning them up. They're already... The defense against that, and this isn't really truly a defense, it's just kind of an additional talking point that goes with that. It's something that I've said a couple times. The UXO and... I shouldn't call it UXO. There's another term for it. Explosive remnants of war, I think, is what the... like official term for it is. Explosive remnants of war, which is the umbrella term that would cover UXO, mines, all this stuff. I think. Explosive remnants of war. That's gonna exist long after, you know, everything else is done getting fixed. I mean, at this point, if the reports are to be believed and Ukraine is getting close to being the most heavily mined country in the world, that means it's catching up to Egypt, which supposedly has something like 23 million mines laid. In your opinion, how F-16s to Ukraine change anything? Kind of a blanket opinion on that I have with any one weapon system is that it won't. Any one thing will not dramatically change the landscape, right? It can be extremely capable in and of its own right. It applies with Leopards, it applies with Challengers, it applies with Bradleys, it applies with any of these weapon systems. Unless it is employed in the same doctrine that it was designed for, right? So if it's employed properly with the amount of assets from a support perspective that it needs, and this is regardless, this doesn't have to be just F-16s. It can, in totality, all be effective, right? What you'll end up with, though, this is not a rag on Ukrainians at all. It's just a reality. What you end up with is this extremely modern piece of equipment in not many quantities, right? Not the same amount of quantity that you would have in America or in the West, if it's Leopards, for instance. So you have limited supply, you have limited training and legacy knowledge. You have reachback support in some way, and if I understand some reports correctly, you're going to also have contractual maintenance support. You know, what is it? Rheinmetall is building a plant in Ukraine, so you're going to have maintenance support. But from an employment perspective, you're only going to have 3 or 4 months worth of training on combining that as a part of all a cohesive capability. All right, so again, it's not a rag on Ukrainians. It's just the legacy knowledge and integration of those systems into doctrine isn't there. They're already going to be behind the curve when they reach it. That makes sense? Let me see if I can, like, fucking kill somebody or something, dude. Like, whoa, bro, did you see that? That was wild. Oh, God, I'm surrounded. I'm surrounded. No! Fuck. what I don't like about 127 v 127. Just run around trying to find the fight. And you find it, you die. If I didn't suck, I wouldn't die right away. That's what my experience is. I would call Ukraine a third world country, you know, so it's not quite that bad. Right? But there are a lot of things to consider with combat support. Combat support is so much more important than just about anybody that hasn't been in the military or maybe even did just a short stint in the military understands. The amount of support structure. Our combat support element dwarfs our combat arms side. Dwarfs it. Oh, fuck. Dude jumped off there and John Wicked the shit out of me. Not even quite that, Edom, right? Because ultimately what you're still doing is you're still providing air capability. And at a minimum, that's still a net increase over what they currently have. And the muskets would still technically be good for a battle or two afterwards. What I'm saying is integrating that air capability with your ground elements, ensuring in the training. So the transcription that I did of the 47th, they didn't integrate air at all. For a scout team, right? So think about that. Hold on, fucking pause the games for a second. Think about that. So imagine you are part of the 47th Brigade for Ukraine, and you are being tasked with spearheading an entire fucking counteroffensive, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna need training for this because this is a combined arms breach that's gonna have to happen here. We're gonna have to, you know, really bring all capabilities to one point and ensure success. So we say, okay, you're going to go and train with the premier fighting force in the world. You're going to go and train in Germany with America, with American soldiers that are going to teach you to fight. You're a part of the 47th Brigade. So this is what you understand is about to happen. And then you arrive there, and the American training force is like, oh, fuck, you guys are already combat experienced? Well, this is like basic training. Tell you what, we're going to adapt the training to you guys. So as that 47th soldier, supposedly, they're going to adapt all of this training for you to already combat experienced soldiers and turn you into a war machine. Turns out they don't change anything. They don't allow you to use your drones. They don't integrate air whatsoever. An extremely necessary aspect of combined arms. Western doctrine. Why do you think we have so many fucking aircraft carriers? Air is American military capability. That, I mean, the warfighter being what it is, air, when you look at capabilities, is what sets us apart. We have 11 aircraft carriers. You can talk about their states of repair and all that stuff. They're still in better states of repair than Admiral Kuznetsov. It is what it is, man. That's not a bias, that's fact. It is. So you get there, and the DOD says that the American, and this isn't a drag on the American soldier on the ground teaching that class either. They were given instructions to create basic training, and they did that. But then the 47th Brigade arrives, and they need to learn how to be the tip of the spear. And in the box that we put together from a training perspective, we didn't give them the knowledge necessary to truly combine all of the capabilities they even already have, which includes drones. So then you add on the fact that we're about to give them F-16s, and we didn't teach their tip of the spear brigade, their the 47th Brigade, how to integrate air into combined operations. And you're already kind of seeing how these Western trained, like everybody's ragging on them saying, oh, they're Western trained and they're still not doing well. Yeah, they're Western trained, but it's not what people think it is. It's like, okay, let's line the vehicles up. Okay, R-50s, you have one belt. Go ahead and fire. Okay, good job, everybody. Now start the trucks and let's go back to the barracks. If you got to read that guy's account, man. Like it sucks. It does. You know, what it does is it enables the talking point of, you know, Russia's beating NATO because they're NATO trained, and it's like, no, not really, not really, not really. They went and had a fam fire with NATO. The machine gunners didn't fire at the training. Again, this is the 47th Brigade. They were getting 99 Bradleys. They were getting 99 Bradleys, and that's the training that we put them through. And again, it's not the Ranger that was teaching it. It wasn't that E7 that's probably teaching that course. They had never had a brigade come through before. Their requirements from their upper echelon, from their higher command, were probably, let's get a training course set up for new recruits so that we can help Ukraine get their mobilized and draftees off the ground. Which I don't understand why everybody's pissed off about the whole conscription thing. It's literally a fucking draft. Imagine you're being invaded and you have a draft. No shit. Fucking, that's weird, right? Anyway, we're getting into the Ronnie Rants podcast here for a second. There's so much depth to, on the one hand, we are enabling the absolute living hell out of Ukraine, and on the other hand, in the same light, this is an opinion, and I don't know, I'll go to my grave with it. We're also setting them up for failure because we're giving them the shit. We're just, here you go. How do I use it? Yeah, come to Germany. We'll teach you how to be a warfighter. Do you have any rounds for the Mark 19? No. Fuck no. No, today we're going to do how to bound. We're going to do land nav today. Why do I have a map and compass? We normally use our tablets. Like, we have these tablets that I have maps on my tablet here. Yeah, well, we do map and compass here. No, we don't. We use a system called ATAC, which is on an Android phone. Also, if you can download ATAC as well. I have iTac since I have an iPhone. It's actually pretty dope. Like, you and all of your training buddies can download ATAC or iTac and set it all up. It's pretty dope. Afghan army was Western trained. The biggest problem with the Afghan army, this is an opinion once again, was the lack of a cohesive leadership structure. Because not only were they Western trained, but they had 20 years of legacy. Right? So you had ANA soldiers, and there's a cultural aspect to it as well, you know. But you had 20-year combat veteran ANA soldiers, and these were probably your Katejas, your commandos. These dudes were awesome. I mean, they were not awesome, but they were pretty good. Better than your average American. This is what it is. I'm part of the reserve. I can tell you, reserve gets a little weird. I don't like range days in the reserves. But the Katejas were fighting till like literally the last bullet. And then what ended up happening after that? I don't know if you guys remember this, but a whole slew of Katejas were like, all right, fine. You're asking us to surrender. We're going to surrender. We'll take off our plate carriers. And then the Taliban all mowed them down. You had Afghans that were fighting tooth and nail to the very bitter end. And the Afghan leadership structure was arguing, who's going to keep the estate? If we do, like, do I get to keep my mansion? That's what they were arguing about. There's a documentary of one of the Afghan generals that did make it out. I forget what his fucking name is. But that dude was awesome. That dude was awesome. Disheartening? Yeah. Soviet doctrine is cooked. You rule the air, you rule the battlefield. No, like our entire doctrine is predicated upon dominating as many domains as possible, starting with air. Did Jamshid make it out? No, Jamshid, if the reports are to be believed, Jamshid was killed in 2018, something like that. I think. Yeah. But anyway, you know, I sit in a difficult kind of like perspective, right? Because on the one hand, you know, again, this goes back to the same argument we have like every fucking night, that if you're not one thing, you're the other, and I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's so ignorant to me. You know, depending upon the night of the Funker stream, I've seen in the chat like, "Oh, you just love Russia, don't you?" What? Like, wow, this is so biased. It's just Ukraine footage. I want to see Russia winning too. And it's like, okay, well, careful with your bias. You know, like you cannot be. As an American, it is my function to be pro-America, right? It is. That's what it is. That's it. It might be selfish, but we are different that way, and that's okay. I don't care if you say otherwise. European opinions on American politics haven't mattered since the 1700s. I know some of you guys are from Europe. I don't care. What separates me from it is the way I look at it is I'm just not anti-Ukraine, right? I'm able to look at that objectively and say, okay, what am I looking at here today? What am I looking at? I'm looking at a video produced by Russia that shows a Ukrainian ambush, or I shouldn't say produced by Russia, but propagated by Russia, that shows a Ukrainian ambush on a civilian vehicle. I'm anti-war. I'm all for war when somebody invades your country. If somebody walks up and punches you in your face, you punch them back. You don't just lay down your arms and let them steamroll your country. Like that's just not how it works. Just to save, you know. No, absolutely not. Somebody slaps you in the mouth, you slap them back. First of all, you don't let them slap you in the mouth in the first place. Don't get close to me. But too many people use the I just don't want to watch Russians and Ukrainians killing each other anymore. You know, end the war now. But the context that they're saying that in is that Ukraine needs to just roll over. I wouldn't. Would you? Would you roll over? If you would, you can see that you find the door. You know, I wouldn't. Put yourself in that in those shoes, right? And it doesn't even matter. Like if you want to try and give me the whole like, well, the West, you know, instigated it. They didn't. It doesn't even matter. Put yourself in a Ukrainian shoes. That somebody is invading what you believe to be your country. Are you gonna roll over? Maybe that's an American thing, but I'm not going to. Wolverines, dude. At least that's what I like to believe. Now, in reality, it could be entirely different. I could die right away. Roll up to the house, you know, catch me while I'm streaming here, and you know, all my guns are waiting to be cleaned. I don't have anything loaded next to me, and I'll just get clapped. But what kills me so much, Will put it fantastically the other night. And if you guys ever wanted to like follow the most vocal person against, you know, you can call it quote unquote like woke culture and all that stuff, follow Will, because you will piss yourself laughing at some of the stuff he says. But Will put it a great way the other night. Is he said, you know, Biden could trip and fall, go figure, into the cure for cancer. And all these motherfuckers would suddenly be telling us that cancer is a good thing. I was like, Will, you're not, that's profound. Because it's true. It's true. You have to fall forward. But you understand what he's saying, right? Is it doesn't matter. It's solely because it has been the position of the Republican Party to arm Ukraine for decades. Decades. Hey, Ben. Cancer helps build the immune system. Tribalism politics is what I call the two-sided thing. Yeah. That's a good name for it. You're either this tribe or that tribe. Yeah, if you're not one of us, you're one of them. Yeah. Yeah, what was it somebody said the other day? You guys remember the stupid MSNBC thing? That was like, you know, Hitler loved fitness and boxing, which are like my two main hobbies outside of shooting. Like, that's all I do is I stream, I shoot from like a work perspective. I stream, I shoot, and I work out. That's it. So I was like, okay, MSNBC, you just called me Hitler. That's interesting. But I posted a deadlifting video or something, and somebody was like, don't put right-wing extremism on my timeline, so that I doubled down and put me working the bag on there. Somebody commented on it, was like, that you can't take a stand against woke culture and glorify the war in Ukraine. I was like, when the fuck did I do that? And what the fuck do those two things have to do with each other? It's not my birthday. I recently started following, I'm not going to name drop anybody, but I recently started following somebody else that I keep seeing recommended in, you know, certain circles. It's some of the dumbest shit I've ever listened to in my life. Some of the dumbest shit ever. He posts, first of all, his account's locked. So in order to follow him, you have to request to follow. He's got like 60,000 followers or something like that. Some stupid amount. The only thing that he posts is like audio of him ranting about, what do you call them? Eucratards? First of all, I don't care who you support, but if you say Ukro-Nazi, if you put two Z's in Russia stuff, if you use the word orc, I'm checking out entirely. Like, you're an adult. I check out entirely from that. I don't even read it. I don't even care if you posted the footage. I'll find the footage elsewhere. And like, there were huge multi-million follower accounts recommending this guy for people to follow so that they could see an unbiased take on footage. like recommending this dude that I'm talking about. I'm not describing his stuff well, because to be honest with you, once again, I checked out. So I was like, okay, well, you know, maybe there's somebody that's trying to like just present the footage. You know, I have a love for somebody that's trying to do that. No, these are multi-million follower accounts saying, "Hey, this is the account to go follow," and he opens it up with, you know, Ukro-Nazi. Like he's like that's not some thought leading fucking dude. Like I'm not either. I'm not claiming to be, but come on, be an adult. Don't be a stupid fucking idiot. Arguably the top 5 most important events since the collapse of the Soviet Union. Russia is losing here. Almost guarantees that it won't be an issue for the next century or ever again. I don't know enough about like economy to truly understand where Russia sits on the global power scale. I do know that historically we've understood Russia to be the second most capable military in the world, which has been proven otherwise. You know, with our old equipment. I'm talking like stuff that was developed in the 80s. They do have some newer stuff, the Max Pros, the Mat Vs. But with old equipment and with a couple months worth of training, Ukraine is at a bare minimum holding their own. That's factual. Like, that's not even a bias. But me saying that, that's what's so aggravating. Me saying that is like some kind of like a bias. How is that a bias? Russia ain't winning. Yeah, I think that's kind of the argument, right? That I'm making here is at a bare minimum, Russia ain't winning. Any thoughts of President Biden mobilizing reserve units? The only interesting aspect to that is the choice to add the IRR to it. Right, outside of that, activating the selective reserve, I'm not getting activated for that, but activating the selective reserve to support a training exercise that we've been doing since 2014, and he actually didn't. It just authorizes him the ability to do that. Everybody looked at that as though he was like active, like 3,000 folks were getting activated, and then potentially another 3,000. No, it gives him the authority to do that. If, for example, this will be the biggest, from what I understand, this will be the biggest Atlantic resolve that has ever happened, right? So what do you do when you need to scale? Understanding that an overwhelming majority of your combat support elements are reserve. You might have to tap the fucking reserve to handle that, right? Otherwise, what do? You're going to end up pulling from units that are presently forward deployed from a hegemony perspective to support Atlantic resolve. And that just removes all of your hegemony. So you go to your reserve. See what I mean? Like it was spun. The most interesting aspect to it is the choice to add the IRR to it. That's interesting. Because you could have just picked selected reserve. There's a lot of fucking reservists. A lot of shitbag reservists that could use a kick in the ass and be sent to Eastern Europe to fucking train too. That's why they're there. Yeah, that's kind of my point. Right now, when I initially, that's kind of how I meant to present it when we talked about it on Friday on the Funker stream. You know, the one piece I didn't really differentiate there is why it's so interesting to add the IRR. Like, most people in the IRR are not, you know, combat integration ready. Most people in the fucking reserves aren't. There are people that are in the reserves that meet all the standards that I would never deploy with. From like a physical perspective, from a mental perspective, and there's plenty of them on active duty as well. But you're going to have that higher percentage because you don't have the incentives. And I actually was just working with my unit on this. You don't have those incentives to stay, you know, physically prepared. And most of it's being physically prepared. You know, if I deploy with someone, I hope they can throw me over their shoulder. think Russia's holding back or they pull out all the stops eventually? What stops? Like what's left to pull out? I asked that question honestly. I ask you guys that question honestly. What do they pull out? Like what's left? They've already they're using conscription. They've already used mobilization. Now, some will argue it wasn't a full mobilization, but what is that going to do? What are you going to do if you fully mobilize for Russia? If you do 1 million mobilized troops for Russia? Ukraine just got cluster munitions. So if you say that cluster munitions are meant for dense formations, fuck you think 1 million people coming across the plains of Ukraine is going to look like? Now, that's an oversimplification of it, right? But outside of just additional people, what capabilities have we not seen on the battlefield so far outside of nukes, right? I hate just throwing that word around. Too many people do it. Too many people like, Russia has nukes. I'm like, so do we. That's what they're there for. We got them too. Right? Russia has more of them. I don't care. Do all of them work? Russia should spend more on weapons systems and doctrine and less on yachts. No, but like think deeply about that. Because that argument is something that we've seen since day one. It's like you remember the redneck fat dude? You know what I'm talking about. Russia's only used 10% of their power. Put our boot in. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I know he said it real dumb like that. But that's been like a conversation now. It's just wait. We're about to see Russia. We're about to see the Russian bear. I'm not asking these questions to even really be funny most of the time. Like my pursuit of this knowledge is really just for myself. And along the way, that's what the stream is for. As I learn stuff, I'm not trying to sway anybody. I'm like, hey, this is what I learned. You know? I thought it was interesting. I'm not trying to like sway anybody on anything. Somebody claimed the other day, you know, first of all, I need to cover something. Friday's stream. Somebody commented on the stream, and I do check the stream comments afterwards. And I probably shouldn't, but I do. Because it matters to me. But somebody commented, influence with tone and cadence. And I was like, oh, I'm an influencer now, huh? Okay. And I was interested. I started reading further. Conduct character assassinations. Like, oh, okay. Funker 530. It was like he was saying it as a tagline. Well, first of all, the only thing I'm influencing people to do is wear really nice shorts. Let's just get that out of the way. Second of all, the character assassination. Scott Ritter. That's a name I'll drop. He assassinated his own character years ago, man. Years ago. I didn't do that. I didn't do that at all. Nope. He did that to himself. Would you influence me? You guys got me going. It's surprising. I haven't had any bourbon. Normally you give me bourbon and we just start talking. God's children are not for sale. Yeah, that's what fucking gets me too. Is some of these same motherfuckers that are like, go watch the sound, go watch, we need to pay attention to protect the kids. And then they're like, check out this video Scott Ritter just put out. And I'm like, what? Huh? Hey, baby. Come here. Open the door. claimed that I was assassinating Scott Ritter's character, and other people were like, "You can't just make claims about people like that." And I was like, "I'm not the one making the claim, man. I'm just reading this affidavit." Bye-bye, pretty girl. That's Luna, everybody. No, it's just, there's so much, and it's mostly Twitter. It's mostly Twitter because, again, I've had, pursuit of knowledge, right? I've had these conversations with, folks on my kids' soccer team or parents on my kids' soccer team, not the 9-year-olds. So, how do you feel about cluster munitions in Ukraine? Can I have ice cream? But like the parents, and I've said this before, if you go out into the real world, like the real world, not Twitter, not the YouTube comments, not the stream chats, go out into the real world and be like, hey, how do you feel about Russia's invasion of Ukraine? They're going to say, oh my God, it sucks. That's terrible. Why would they do that? Right? Yeah. I mean, I never, like the real world is different. That is Saint Bernard? No, that she's a Bernese mountain dog. There's a cesspool. The problem is Twitter has so much capability. You can reach so many folks. And what I have been using it for on the Funker side is to be very, very straight about, here is what this video shows, right? Where I have gaps in my knowledge base that I'm always trying to improve is the economics surrounding the war, the politics that surround the war. I'm not strong on things like the Budapest Memorandum. I'm not strong on, the sanctions that are being done. But if you ask me whether a certain weapon system has been used on the ground, I can tell you. I can tell you if there's video evidence of it. Right? That's where our team kind of shines. We're not going to be, geopolitical experts on all this stuff. We're just not going to. It's not our lane. I'm trying to learn because I kind of work in a space that necessitates at least something of an understanding of that, the stream, if you will. But I've got gaps, man. Cluster munitions sounds like a cool name for a military-themed ice cream flavor line. Maybe with like cookie dough bites in it as the sub-munitions. Or maybe you make each of those like a laxative. And it's really a sub-munition. How many of them you want to eat? There's a guy here on YouTube that makes sausage from 2-day-old sushi. Speaking about the real world isn't an echo chamber, yeah. And what sucks is those, I called one out today, sharing video of a bunch of Brits jumping up and down, screaming because their soccer team just like won or something. Saying, look at these Ukrainian Nazis cheering about the bridge being destroyed. Like, dog, that video's from 2016, bro. He's always like inviting people to debate him and shit. I want to watch one of those. I want to watch one of the people that he brings on that show to debate him. I want to watch one of those debates. Who wants to play a game? How much of the cluster munition ice cream are you willing to eat? All of it? Or just one bite? Good night, Verg. Hey guys, I'm sorry that the gaming stream gets shifted this way. It was never like this. So, not at least until the last year or so. So going all the way back to 2017, my whole mantra with the gaming stream was break away from the world, right? We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about politics. We're not going to talk about religion. We're not going to talk about war. We're not going to talk about the funker work and any of that stuff. But then over time, it's just turned into this kind of second opportunity to discuss additional fidelity, for me to learn more, for me to just have an additional conversation. Because I don't think, just like I don't think that everything that impacts as an American, my freedoms as an American, happens inside of our border. I don't think that everything that needs to be talked about, I don't think you can bury your head in the sand like that as as an adult anymore. I don't think you can. Because you're going to wonder, why the fuck is my bread $9? Well, because Ukraine can't get fucking grain out. That's why. Thanks, Biden. My bread's $9, Biden. It's your fault. Like, well, technically, I don't like the guy either, but technically he's doing what he can to solve that problem. You just don't like that he's doing it. Isn't that fucking weird? You see how it all kind of like, oh, man. Same with gas. Just let me get a few beers in me and debate him. The problem is I would, like, even me, I would go on to debate him because it's all going to be geopolitics surrounding it, right? If he tries to, if were he to try something like, Ukraine killed civilians, I'm like, okay, well, here, that's terrible. Don't get me wrong, that's absolutely horrible. Here's video of cluster munitions being used in Kharkiv. Here's them again in, what was it, Makivka? Probably both. Here's thermite being used over Mariupol. You think none of these strikes killed civilians? Well, Ukraine used tear gas. Okay? Here's video of Russians throwing tear gas. Tear gas is like, that's crowd control, bro. Here's a BTR pulling up to an intersection and unloading on a, on an old couple. Like, not even like, it's in two wrongs. And I've said this before too. Because people say, oh, does that make it right, Ronnie? Be like, okay, you're using my own words on me because I've said this before. Typically in response to the whataboutism, like, oh, it's okay if the U.S. does it. Like, I didn't say that. We're not talking about the U.S. right now. But yes, Iraq war was bad. Would you like me to say that out loud? But my grandma told me, and I guess yours didn't, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you that two wrongs, say it with me, don't make a right. There are bots present in the chat. What do you mean by bots? I'm sure you'd make the debate one-sided. So what it would be is it would be cherry-picked instances of, like, questionable videos with foundations in truth, but a lot of connected dots without any basis. That's what it would be. And I would essentially have to come with the same shit, which I don't have the time to do. Right? Somebody was screaming in the chat for it the other day. Debate him. I'm like, no, fuck that. Like, it's not that he's asking or anything. Just, he's somebody. So I have this kind of rule of thumb. For I follow as many accounts as possible because I want to see everybody's perspective. And I see some dumb shit. And that might be why I think Twitter is both better and worse than it used to be. I like the fact that I can see everybody's perspective, but some of it's just real stupid. Like, I mean real stupid, like not like real non-essential vitamin stupid stuff. Like, where'd you get that jump to conclusion map from? I thought that was only in Office Space. Did he go to production with his jump to conclusions, Matt, after he got hit by the car? I didn't know that. People online intentionally misunderstand what's said and use it as a gotcha as if you're... yeah. Yeah. You look at the morality of the situation both sides use. They targeted civilians. That's a bit different. Yeah, so when I broke down the video, which I still believe to be a real video, like, until somebody proves that otherwise, the video of the Ukrainian squad that ambushes the civilian vehicle driving in the field. Again, there's some questionable shit in the video, and you know, I got into it with like a pro-Ukraine person on there, and they were like, "Yeah, you're shitting on our soldiers." I'm like, I'm not shitting on them. You know, I'm not shitting on them, man. But, you know, kind of like I pointed out in there, some people will say that this is purposefully targeting civilians, and this, I don't believe that to be true. They're trying to administer medical to these people, right? You could say that it's staged as much as you want, but where's the proof of that? How do you prove that? You can't. All you can use is historical precedent and things that feel weird. Like the smoke plume feels weird. It's probably real. The smoke plume, you know, and if it is fake, it's probably controlled debt or some kind. But it doesn't mean it's less real. Some streamers take a side and only report one side. That's why I appreciate you. I think Russia intentionally is more careless towards civilians. So I mean, there is video evidence of that, right? So the cluster munitions in the middle of a neighborhood in Kharkiv, like, Russia never made it into Kharkiv. They never got into Kharkiv. They never got into Sumy. All these major metropolitan areas never got in there. A couple vehicles would get in there and they'd get absolutely destroyed. But they sure as shit shot cluster munitions into the middle of it. They shot BM-21 grad rockets into the middle of the cities. What are you going to make the argument that, like, well, it's a military target? It's a fucking city. Like, it's a city. Where do you expect them to go? Like, all right, we're at war. Everybody, all the military, vacate the city. I know you live here, and I know we need to protect our city, but you need to get the fuck out of it so that Russia doesn't bomb it and then can subsequently just drive in. That's what everybody needs to do. Decent amount of Russian PMCs. Did you expect any Western PMCs on Ukraine's side? Yeah. So, I mean, look at the Syrian civil war. There are a lot of people that just, like, took up arms and went to Syria to fight ISIS. You know, and they, in some cases, fought with some moderates that were one day and $1 short from being ISIS. Right? Because that's an alphabet soup worth of organizations and ideologies. You know, one day they're fighting with the Free Syrian Army, and then, like, a territorial dispute, and they're like, "Hey, ISIS, we don't think you're that bad. We're going to swap over to you." And then the next day They're like, hey, we want our land back, so we're going to swap back to Free Syrian Army. That shit happened way more than you'd think. But a lot of the Western folks, actually went with the Peshmerga. Sivdiv being one of them. And actually, we called out a stolen valor situation. One of our old contacts from Peshmerga had a Marine buddy that is now trying to become an MMA fighter, and gave a interview that he's claiming that he received a Purple Heart. Here's the problem: he never deployed, and our Peshmerga contact that used to give us footage was in his unit. He was like, that dude did not deploy with us. And this guy claimed that he had 2 IEDs blow up his leg or something. He broke his leg in basic training, or not basic training, excuse me. 9 months after basic training, and went immediately on limited duty, and then got out. But the thing to always remember is, and I'll never forget when everybody screamed at me for this one. One of the very, very pro-Russia accounts shared something akin to Ukraine is losing. Before we got any footage of the counteroffensive, it said something about like Ukraine has lost, a bunch of vehicles, a bunch of troops, and I reshared that. I was like, hey guys, just so you know, the best propaganda has its foundations in truth. It's likely that Ukraine is having a tough go at this first push of the counteroffensive. And everybody was like, you're an idiot for sharing that. What are you, stupid? Like, okay. All right. It's fine. I just work here. Call of Duty's one hell of a deployment story. Now, the one thing that not a lot of people are talking about, though, is I see even the opposite side accounts, right? There's a big OSINT account out there that is pretty stupid. There was an article that was released that talked about the 20% number. I'm sure you guys have heard that 20% number. Ukraine has lost 20% of its combat vehicles. Like, that's not what the article said. And I will always have a bone to pick with OSINT people, especially those that don't come from intelligence backgrounds. That's not what the article said. The article said it lost 20% of the combat vehicles that it employed, and those attrition rates dropped to 10% after they changed their tactics. Again, I'm not promoting their tactics. I'm just adjusting the article. The attrition rate dropped to 10% after they changed their tactics. The OSINT dude went on to further say that they have since halted all attacks. And right there in the article, in like the second paragraph, it was like, they continue to attack. I was like, how do you have 400,000 people paying attention to what you're putting out, and you're putting shit out like that? You'll see when I do mention these like OSINT accounts, you'll see me do it with a little bit of side eye, because OSINT is a very, very powerful capability, but it can be done very, very poorly, and you'll never know it. "2090, the world is at peace, and Battlebit 7 just launched." It still blocks. It still blocks. And I'm gonna really say something that's gonna sound cold as shit. I wish Ukraine all the best. I honestly do, because I'm putting myself in their shoes. I wish them all the best. But I fly one flag, right? Now, in the goal of helping folks understand what's happening on ground in any war. Didn't matter. It doesn't matter what fucking war it was. That's our function. That's our like what we do. In the goal of helping people understand what's actually happening on the ground, I wouldn't change for a second how we've covered it. God, Lucas Botkin is tweeting about trenches. Josh just sent me that one. I lost my train of thought. But it wouldn't matter. Going back to that thought. It wouldn't matter if Russia had invaded Zimbabwe. I said that early in the war. It's like, I don't give a fuck if Russia invaded Zimbabwe. You need to get the fuck out of Zimbabwe. What are the chances we actually see combat? I'm asking because I'm currently in SOI. Our combat instructors always give us a talk about how this conflict will be our war. I would say they're not zero, but I don't think the chances of that get higher on the month, not by the day, but they're still not very high, in my opinion. Here is what I think happens, right? Actually, I mean, nobody knows what's going to happen because ultimately it's none of our decision. It's not the West's decision. It's not NATO's decision when the war ends. It's not any of these nerds on Twitter. It's not me as a nerd on Twitter. It's not my call. But one of a few things needs to happen for this war to end. All of which necessitate Ukraine to say yes. All of which. Either Russia determines that it's no longer feasible from a maintenance of combat power perspective to continue defending the annexed territories. That's the first thing. So you can think about what Ukraine would need to do that. They don't necessarily need to take all the ground back, but is it feasible for Russia to continue to hold that ground? Right? Can Ukraine make it enough of an attrition problem, which is somewhat unlikely, but can they make it enough of an attrition problem for Russia to hold that ground? Another thing. So that's one. Two, Ukraine comes to a decision that it is willing to concede a certain amount of ground. What that amount of ground is nobody else's problem. The likelihood, again, being slim. This is the challenge of identifying an end state to this. No amount of ground will be acceptable to Ukraine because Zelensky's already said we're not conceding like any ground. We want 1990. We want like 90s borders, bro. Another. The West stops providing aid and Ukraine then decides to concede ground. So Trump has said that if he wins the election, that he would complete it and that he would have the war over in 24 hours. That's boisterous. I think it's lofty, and I don't think that's possible. Because I know Putin, and I know Zelensky. I know Putin better, but I know Zelensky. And I would tell Putin, you need to make a deal. I would tell Zelensky, you need to make a deal or the aid stops. And I would tell Putin, you know, if you don't make a deal, I'm going to give them so much more than they've ever had. That threat is what gets us closer to being involved in the conflict. Right? That threat does. Because right now, I don't know if you're aware of this, the way that things are operating is we're kind of just responding to what Ukraine wants. We're just like, okay, you want that? We'll take a look. We'll take a look and we'll see if we'll give it to you. Right? It's a pull system. They've got a pull system from us right now. They're requesting this stuff. It's not that we're like, hey, we want to test this one. I mean, that's a benefit, but they're pulling it. Ukraine's saying, hey, we want ATACMS, and we're like, we'll talk about it. Let's put a pin in that. We want cluster munitions. Let's put a pin in that. We want F-16s. We'll put a pin in that too. Yeah, Seamus. I mean, that's how it's going, right? They are actively asking for this stuff. There are entire desks dedicated to receiving calls from on ground in Ukraine. What do you need? And it's not being reactive. It's just, it's ours. They need to ask us for it. I don't disagree with that. But then there's like this fourth scenario, right? And this fourth scenario is that the collective West, not just like the US, the collective West loses, and it's much more of a majority than you'd think. Much more of a majority than you think. Social media would not tell you that. But the majority opinion of the world right now, outside of those few that Russia calls allies, do your own research. I'm just telling you, do your own research. Believes in enabling Ukraine. The majority of the world. It is what it is, man. Do your own research on it. You know, just telling you what I learned. Okay? But if that tide begins to shift, then Ukraine goes back to item 2. Is how much ground can we concede and come out of you're in a winter war situation. Right? So, both the first situation, which is, you know, Russia determines that it's no longer feasible. So you're those two first end states. Russia determines that it's no longer feasible to continue. Or Ukraine determines that it needs to concede ground. So there are enablers that get aligned with both of those things. And picking which one's going to happen, nobody would be able to do that. I know that's kind of a Captain Obvious thing, but I'm trying to explain the complexity that comes along with it, and I'm doing a very poor job at it. It's not as simple as Ukraine just give up. Just end the war, Ukraine. God, what is wrong with you guys? Just end the fucking war. Like, well, okay, America, if somebody somehow makes it across these huge geographical barriers, oceans, and invades, just give up, guys. Just give up to the government trying to take your guns. Just give up. Fuck you. No. Damn, thanks for hitting the member button, man.
Outstanding.
Anything that hasn't been requested that you think would be helpful? Yeah, kinda. It's an actual, no shit, a lot of Mikliks and APOBs, mine clearing equipment that is actually defined, right? Because when you look at the DoD fact sheets, all it says is mine clearing equipment. What is that? Like, how much of it? Of what kind? It's just like an afterthought. Oh, hey, here's some pocket lint to go along with. That's such a critical, like, aspect. Oh, dude, Essex.
Outstanding.
Mine clears are sitting ducks. Yeah, the loss rate on your mine clearing equipment is going to be through the fucking roof. Everybody's like, oh my God, look at all these leopards that are going down. Yeah, that's because the mine clearing equipment they've got is designed to work with the fucking leopards. So where do you think the leopards are? They're going 5 miles an hour, 5 kilometers an hour, however slow you think. 5 kilometers an hour up front, rolling over mines, just waiting for artillery and anti-tank guided missiles to hit them. Why do you think they're losing leopards? Don't be stupid. It's not like they're doing anything abhorrently wrong. But, you know, then again, you'll see the comments. You'll see the posts like, Ukraine's just losing everything. They're just terrible. Motherfucker, you try and go across that minefield. Get in your piece of shit Prius and send it across that minefield. Do it right now. Go ahead, I'm waiting. What are your thoughts on Russia trying to bleed out Ukraine in the West, i.e., holding back with their Dude, the T-14 is not something to account for. They had, what? How many total do they have? 20 total operational T-14s? What impact do you think those are going to have? Even if all of the capabilities on paper, actually, remember this. So let's look at. I don't always like to use only historical precedent. I do not always like to use it, but for this we will. On paper, Russia was the second most capable, and some would have argued the first military in the world. Right now, they can't invade their neighbor's house, and their neighbor has our old fucking high point guarding the front door. We didn't even give him the rifle. We didn't give him like our real home defense guns. We gave that neighbor our high point, our old shit. And Russia still has not been able to accomplish its full demilitarization of Ukraine. Think about that. Think about the stated goals. Think about how Russia invaded, right? Russia invaded by sending the VDV all the way into Hostomel so that they would hold that, and it would be a launching point for them to rapidly take Kyiv. It was supposed to be over in 3 days. This day 500, right? That's not a bias. That's a fact. Just look at it. Look at how they invaded. It was supposed to be a rapid takeover of the entirety of the country. And with old equipment, with our leftover shit that's sitting on lots, some of it. Now, there's a lot of it that's been provided. And a couple months of training, Ukraine is holding back that wave. So, what are 20 T-14s going to do? So if on paper, E-Toms, oh my God, dude. Thank you guys for becoming members, man. That's huge, actually. Like that's a huge deal. Think of a streamer's salary. That's dope. Thank you for it. Think about on paper, right? So on paper, you've got the second most capable military in the world with all this stuff. And Ukraine's slapping them in the dick. They're not knocking Russia out, but they're slapping them in the dick. You know, so if on paper the T-14 is supposed to be the next best thing, what's it going to do in the grand scheme? Who's taking more ground over the course of the war? I actually meant to figure this out, because there's a way to figure it out. We have the data. Check this out. You guys want to do this together? It's going to take like 30 minutes, but I've been meaning to do this. I was going to make a video on it. We're going to do it together. All right, check this out. So on the deep state map, right? All of this can be verified. You go back to any map, any area that is green was held by Russia and then taken back by Ukraine, right? It was held by Russia and then taken back by Ukraine. So this one, you've got 6,843.82 kilometers. Write that down. 6,843.82 kilometers squared. Right there. So here, you've got 3,795.61 kilometers squared taken back. Bubblehead!
Outstanding.
All right. 3,795.61. You guys got that one? What's this one? 580.46 kilometers squared. 920.71 kilometers squared. I'm not even sure I'm capturing all of these. No, I'm not, dude. There's so many more. There's so much more, guys. All right. Fuck. So we haven't gotten this one yet. 82.46 kilometers squared. I need to start over here too. Oh, fuck. I feel like we have to start over. I'm going to start over. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to open up sticky notes and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We're going to do it. I don't care. All right, sticky note. All right, 68, 43, 82. All right, now we're going to go here. Just going to do it this way. Do you see what I'm doing though? Right? I've been meaning to do this. And what you always have to oh no, already have that one. All right. What you always have to consider when doing a video is how, from an information perspective, can I defeat the findings of a video, right? Or how could the findings of this video be defeated? And from this video's perspective, it would be, oh well, that's a Ukrainian source of data. My response to that is this is known to be factual, and to honestly say that Russia didn't get this far would be doing Russia a disservice. It'd be doing them a disservice because they did. See what I mean? All right, so 399.44. I've got that twice. What's this one? 399.44. All right, we're caught back up here. 399.44. 399.44. 399.44. 345.30. That's a lot of fucking ground, dude. And you go here. 3,795.61 kilometers squared. A lot of fucking ground. This is going to be the most difficult area because once we get to Kharkiv and once we get to Kherson, that's going to be easier. That's going to be much, much simpler. I feel like we need to go up here now, though. So I think we already got 5,414. Yeah, we do. I don't think I have 82.46 yet. Nope, sure don't. $5,414.73. Yeah, we already have that one. Unless it's like literally the exact same amount. 3,042.72. No. And this isn't necessarily to say, you know, who's winning, because you still can't even measure it from that. Winning is subjective. It really, with war, it really is, man. You can give me some kind of fucking Vin Diesel quote and be like, you know, an inch or a mile. That's not how war works, dog. 580.46. We got that one. There's going to be a deviation on this. Just Google it. I don't think anybody's done this. And I think we're going to get like random news articles or something. All right. So what do we got here? Do we have any breaks? Yeah. So we'll have this one. 44.2 kilometers. And then you have the big one. 12,316.02 kilometers. Oh, I need the 0.02. What about this one? 62.47. And then you've got all this area. Right? So this one's already done. We got this. All these fucking little ones. 1.28 kilometers squared. I'm not even going to count these right now. Right? This, I mean, we'll count the bigger ones. We'll do it that way. You know, I'm not going to end up discounting Russia's ground. So I definitely don't want to discount Ukraine's ground. And the blue being stuff in the last 2 weeks, which could ebb and flow. We'll skip those. We'll skip those. We'll get this one. 188.02. And that'll be that deviation, right? This one. 68.93. This is faster than I expected it to be. What's going to be slower? Actually, I can put that in an Excel spreadsheet and do a sum. Easy. Easy, bro. Simple. Oops. Stupid idiot. All right. Now let's shift. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. All this is going to be chunked. $88.42 there. Hello? $1,188.5. All these little ones here. Yikes. I mean, they're not little. I mean, 108 kilometers squared is a large swath of land. I should have totaled the, Why am I not doing this in Excel so it does the sum for me as I'm going? What a stupid idiot, man. See, it's these kinds of streams that I've been considering doing over on my vlog channel. You know, where I primarily have gun content rather than the gaming channel. What I've been considering doing is one of these nights, rather than diverting the Funker stream to the gaming channel, is divert it to the vlog. That way I can start to do some stuff there as well. But I like to play games, you know? I just get burnt out on Battlebit. Alright, the big... Did I already get this one? 58.17. Yeah, I did. Alright. 4,862.3. That's a big bit of ground there. I think I already got 85.36. Yep, already got that. 192.28. Now, Russia should be... Yeah, Russia's is going to be just a huge chunk. 192, got that one. 415. But at the end of this, at least from the best data we have, right, there is no other data set that I can think of. If you know of one, let me know, that we could do something like this. $336, already got that one. 183.91. Yeah. And again, I omitted probably about 15 to 20 kilometers squared, if not more. All right, let me get an Excel doc open. Yeah, I'm transitioning now. Sum of all of this. All right, 43,207.62 square kilometers. 43,600. Oh, hold on. I'll show you guys in a second. All right, so Russia. That one. And that one. So here's according to that data. Oh, did we forget Kharkiv? No, I got Kharkiv, right? So according to that data, here's your numbers, which is a very imperfect way of doing it. Now, what's interesting is what if I were to take the total landmass of Ukraine. This is why I can't make videos like this, is because then I take it a step further and it overcomplicates it. If I were to take the total landmass of Ukraine, subtract all of these areas, we're not count it. This also currently doesn't account for Crimea, which is another 27,000, or the pre-war. Oh, it also doesn't count for this. I didn't account for that either. Anyway, you at least have a semblance of an idea. Hit the bar graph at the top. I don't want to put that into a bar graph, bro. Did you do it by Chernobyl? Oh, no, I didn't. I don't think I did. Yeah. Another 6,000. Let me check the... Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got Chernobyl. The route from Chernobyl down to Irpin. Yeah, well, even further. Yasnohorodka. That Chernobyl axis opened up all the way down here. That was when they were trying to wrap all the way around, and they were getting stopped. Then they got stopped on the river here. Which this is an imperfect data set, because they no, actually, I think they did get stopped inside of Irpin. They did cross the Irpin River at one point. I do remember that. Anyway, yeah, that's like something that I've been meaning to kind of research and do really quickly. Taking back about half of it. Close, yeah. I didn't add this data set. So, what percentage is that? Equals sum of both of those. And then equals that divided by that. They've taken 40% back. 40.7%. 41%. So this is essentially the total amount of ground taken, with a deviation of maybe 5,000 kilometers squared. This is what Ukraine has taken back. This is what Russia still holds, both with a deviation of around 1,600 to 2,000. Pivot tables? No, we're not doing an Excel dive in here. Put pinpoints on Google Earth. You can calculate how many bits are in back. I'm going back through the chat while I was poking through that. What doesn't being a NATO member mean or have in store? Ireland is currently asking its people what it thinks about joining NATO. I mean, NATO is ultimately a military alliance, right? So anybody should be free to join whatever military alliance allows them into. It is what it is, It could be an evil ass fucking alliance, but it should be a free world to do what you wish, do what you choose. What's ultimately going to happen if Ireland joins, is it's going to be a lot of integrating from a capabilities perspective, interoperability. From an economics perspective, what's Ireland's status relative to the EU? I know that's an ignorant question. Again, understand that I have gaps in geopolitics because it's not my fucking lane. Okay? It would be nice, but why? Oh, I mean, why not? With Ireland. Why not? North Atlantic Treaty Organization? They're literally in the fucking North Atlantic. Now, the problem is the spending requirements, right? So in order to be a part of NATO, you're supposed to spend 2% of your GDP on military, whether it be R&D or production of new weapons. You know, the Secretary General actually answered that question relative to the support to Ukraine and what the support to Ukraine from countries like Sweden and Finland, what would count towards that 2% GDP, right? Does them providing money to Ukraine fulfill their 2% spending goal? And he said his response, which I wasn't a fan of, was like, whatever we determine meets the 2% spending goal. Just answer the fucking question. Does it or not? I'm sure they want to know. I assume they're a part. I don't know. Ireland is a member of the EU. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm stupid when it comes to Europe stuff. Just like most of Europe is stupid when it comes to America stuff. It's fine. It's fine. Not my lane. Not my lane. So it's a money grab. Not necessarily, because again, it's not spending to NATO, right? It is basically holding up your part of the security guarantees. Say, for instance, NATO, an attack on a NATO country happens. Well, each of the NATO allies needs to have a necessary capability to wage war. So NATO has said you must spend at least 2% of your GDP on military applications. That's ultimately a security guarantee to the rest of NATO that when and if you ever got to throw punches, you at least dedicate a large portion of your budget against military readiness. That makes sense? It's a good thing when Ronnie's eyes gets focused. What are you talking about, my eyes? What do you mean? But does that kind of explain what that 2% rule is supposed to be for? Yeah, you're not giving money to NATO. That's why it's an important question. That's why it's an important question for Sweden and Finland. Does the money, equipment, supplies, etc. that they're providing fulfill a part of that 2% requirement? I don't know. You guys want to see interesting data? Huh? Pull up the Kiel Institute data and spend an hour on this stream. No, that's one of the big gripes that Trump had. One of the biggest gripes that Trump had. At one time, he threatened to pull us out of NATO, which would be the stupidest fucking thing ever. NATO would implode. We are NATO. That is what it is. One of his biggest gripes, though, is that I shouldn't say a majority. Some of, it could be a majority, it could not be a majority. I'm not smart enough on it. Some of NATO's members are definitely not meeting their 2% spending goal. Requirement, 2% spending requirement. Got to be able to hold them until the boys get there. Well, yeah, you got to be a part of the boys that can get there. You know? If I tell you to get in the car, we're going to go hurt some people, you need to be ready to hurt some people. See what I mean? So I need you to have bought the baseball bat ahead of time. Not wait, can I go to the store, I got to make my baseball bat because I spent it all on potatoes and beer. Want to be part of the club? Will be, yeah, because it's a military alliance, right? So it's not an economic like thing where everybody gets together and just tries to be as prosperous as possible, because NATO was ultimately stood up to counter what? Say with me. Russian aggression. Bringing out those Irish stereotypes. Listen, I'm like a quarter Irish, okay? I'm allowed. Yeah, it's about a quarter. Do you have any interest in traveling to Ukraine when the conflict's over? Maybe if the conflict's over. I just want to travel. I don't care if I get a chance to travel to Egypt. Egypt would be dope, actually. I don't care where it is. I like to travel. I like it very much, and I have had very limited opportunity to do that, from whether it be from a financial perspective, a time perspective. I have not had a lot of opportunity to do that. But Ireland's in the middle of NATO. NATO would have to fall first before you got to us, babe. That ain't how it works, dog. Nope. An attack against one is an attack against all. That means that if Finland is waging war against somebody, it doesn't matter who, you better pack your shit. You're getting in the car. Bring your bat. We're going to hurt some people. What the most interesting stat for you guys? To one day I went back and I researched NATO capability. And again, these are just things I've learned. I don't care. Like, I'm just telling you research. One source, single source information. NATO capability, if NATO at all were to be mobilized versus like Russia. And it was an abhorrent imbalance in power. NATO, like full NATO, all of NATO. Good luck. It like amounts to like 6 million troops or something. That's just like what's currently ready. That's not drafts, versus like 1 million. And that's pre-Ukraine war. Article 5. That would be Article 5 Thorvaldsen. Sucks to be a nerd. Yeah, but be a balanced nerd. Go to the gym. Be a nerd, though. Absolutely. The air power imbalance alone. The air power imbalance alone with the United States. You don't even have to include the rest of the naval power. Like, guys, there's no fighting. I'm not gonna go there. I'm be beating on a drum here. And that's not what I'm trying to do, but that's what it comes off as. I always get worried that like these talks, right? These like very off the cuff discussions are like, did you hear what? Like end up clips somewhere, 5 years from now. Remember way back when you said that civilians just die in war? What? Fuck. Shit. What's the size of China's military? I don't know. When was the last time China's military did anything? That's actually an oversimplified argument. The people that use that argument are stupid. And I'm not trying to use that argument. I'm being honest. Like, China was not a problem militarily until just like, what, 20 years ago? And then suddenly it's just massive. Just a massive capability. Like overnight. Did I miss the comments on the build-up from RU? What do you mean? Oh, the 100,000? Yeah, there's not a whole lot of data. We talked about it on the Funker stream. That Kupiansk down to Torsky build-up, 100,000 some odd troops or something like that. And this is being reported by Ukrainians. In a conventional war we do to Russia what happened to Serbia in the 90s. Not even 20, more like 10. Yeah, I mean, regardless of how long, like actually, it's overnight. In the grand scheme of things, it's overnight. Right? It makes you wonder about the R&D, though. That's from a basis of ignorance. When you have that much rapid advancement, it makes you wonder about its interoperability, its, you know, actual capability. Right? Isn't the J-35 like a carbon copy of the F-35, by the way? I don't know. Anyway. Stolen R&D. Yeah, that's where I was kind of going with that. That's kind of where I was going with that. Now the same mistake. So we can't look. What a lot of people are trying to say right now, and this is one of my gap areas. Always know your gaps. I know mine. I'm stupid. The more you learn, the more you realize you're stupid. But one of the things that we as a society can't do is we can't look at China with the knowledge that we have now of Russia, right? So for the longest time, Russia was the big bad bear. They were ready and just as capable. And the Soviet Union may have been and was. It's just, you know, the Russian Federation it's apparent that it's just fractured. It's a fraction of its former capability, its former self, if you will. But we can't look at China and then look at the lessons learned from Russia and say, well, we thought Russia was a big bad bear, so that means that China is probably not that big of a deal either. We can't do that. You can't do that. But we have Space Force. I read a story about a Space Force guy. Like yesterday, the day before. It was a very not Space Force story. Like he got into a fight and shot some people or something. It was a wild story. China's shipbuilding capacity is much more than U.S. is now. Yeah, but it's fucking dinghies. If you look at it by tonnage, it's still like apparent. I haven't looked at this in a couple weeks, so don't take this very simply as just me being simple. If you look at it by tonnage, and from a capability perspective, it's very, very different. Tell us the story. I don't remember what it was. I've talked about this before. I have this. I don't mean this in a derogatory way. I mean this like with the almost in as an endearment. I get this like autism level focus on stuff sometimes. Like I just dedicate to it, and that's all I do. And I'm just researching it, diving in, and then but then like the opposite, I flush it. It's just gone. That happens to me all the time. It happens to me in the stream all the time. Like I will in my brain be like, okay, because I don't have a teleprompter, right? You know, you watch like Tucker, you know, he's got a teleprompter. I have a teleprompter right here. I just don't use it. I have a teleprompter back there, but I don't use it for the live show. The live show, it's just it's meant to be more of a discussion. But I do it for the Funker show all the time. I'm like, okay, these are the things I want to talk about. And then I get up there and I'm a potato. I'm just like, yeah, there's a bomb and it went off. And discretion. Next video. I don't know what it is. 10-minute expert, yeah. Yeah, well, I've always tried my best to be a mile long and an inch deep. I don't want to be an expert on any one topic. I don't want to be, oh, that's the guy that knows everything about subs. That's cool. That's dope. If you ever need to know about something about subs. What if you're trying to figure something out about airplanes? Then you got to go to another guy. Jack of all trades, master of none, but better than one. Yeah, we talked about that a couple streams ago during one of these weird end of stream chats. And actually, I'm pretty sure we've been chatting longer than I was playing games. This is an IRL stream, is what they would call it on Twitch, but we're not on Twitch. Well, it'd be in the IRL category, I guess, or just chatting. That's what it would be. Yeah. So the original saying wasn't ever Jack of all trades, master of none. It was actually a jack of all trades, but master of none is oftentimes better than a master of one. Just a guy on the internet reviewing videos on the internet. Correct. Yeah, that's all I do. I'm looking at a video, and I happen to have looked at a lot of videos, so I have legacy knowledge of other videos that we've looked at. I don't remember all of them, but I do. But see, over time, though, right? That's what makes Josh and Will. I'm fans of the dudes, man. They're awesome because they have legacy knowledge. They'll be like, no, that's from the Syrian Civil War in 2017. Right here, let me go find it. And I'll just go to the fucking website and I'll pull it up. And I'm like, bro, that was literally forever ago. Like, people have lived and died since that. Terribly, because that'd be a child. That's terrible. What are you talking about now, Ronnie? Great call there. I don't know what. Where'd the birthday thing start? The last thing I need to know. Here's what I need to know. Where did the birthday thing start? Where did that come from? Old Twitch meme? Is it really? See, I streamed on Twitch for the first year and a half. And our community of folks didn't start developing the locker until I got to Facebook, really. Actually, this is all Funker's fault. Because I quit streaming. I was done. And Funker was like, hey, you should come to Facebook Gaming. Because I'm partnered over there now, and I could use somebody to every so often play Tarkov with me. I was like, all right. Don't ask me to hold your hand, though. But then he'd use me as like a punching bag. You're like, let's duel. And I'm like, no, you wear an Alton and Killa armor all the time, and I wear a slick and with an MP7. Or not a slick, but a pack armor and an MP7. I'm the kind of guy who just throws some shit on and then just hopes for the best and sends it. And then fast forward by a year, and I work for the guy, and fast forward by another year, and then another year after that, and here we are. The wiggle. The wiggle now is actually a sign of cheaters, too. Like, if you just wiggle, sometimes that'll save you from a cheater. You know that, right? How will cluster munitions clear all the mine? They won't. We were talking about that one earlier, David. First of all, it'd be a poor use of cluster munitions because that's not what they're designed for. So you're going to waste them, essentially. They're not designed for it. You might get a couple mines here and there, but it's going to be a negligible impact on what's deployed, on what's already out there. They're not literally setting a 150 by 150 meter area on fire. You know, they're individual explosions, and you might hit one with one of those individual explosions, but you're still going to have all the remnants left over. Now, in order to really do that, that's why the Miklik does that, is a continuous line of a massive explosion. Just a continuous line of nope rope. And it goes up. To do stuff like that. So think back to the medic jumping out of the Bradley, right? They should have fired an APOB out of that damn thing, and there's evidence that they did try. If I'm not mistaken, there was like a Miklik line charge that was laying on the ground, either a UR-77 or an M58. The UR-77 being the Russian version, the M58 being the Miklik, the American version. But an APOB is like a small handheld one, right? It's like you carry it in a backpack. You just doop. It clears. It's meant for infantry. Cluster Miklik. Just fucking send it all directions. What are those things Russia used in the Azov power plant? Because they were cluster some horrible thing. I mean, they use just about everything on Azov. They use the 9M22S, the magnesium, the thermite shit. They use cluster. They used a lot of it. Licks, MCLC, or I've even seen it spelled MICLIC. Mine clearing line charge. They're not crossed, dude. It's just the way it's... I don't even know why I'm wearing them. I'm not listening to anything. I'm just listening to myself talk. MLRS Miklik. Goddamn TU-160 with a Fab 1500. Those are the big bastards. Yeah. Big ones. The footage of the fire raining down is frightening. Yeah, we have the footage of like being on the ground when it hits like in HD. Not just like the shitty, weird potato quality upload, download footage, but like the on ground, like, hey, HD, this is what thermite looks like when it rains from the fucking sky. We have that footage too. Terrifying. Nope, rope was funny. No, normally that's what people call snakes. But don't stand next to a Miklik charge. The Miklik is fucking wild though. Like, I know you guys have probably seen this before, but... And I guess since we're not streaming Wednesday, we'll stay on for another 15, 20 minutes. Let me see. Oh, yeah. This is in Zaporizhia. The Miklik's nutty, man. Here. Coming up for you. Fucking nerd. And this isn't the clearest footage. But it's not going to need to be here in a second. Let's see what other ones we have. See if we have a more clear one. Here's Armenians using it. This one looks like it might be pretty good. Yep. Yeah, this is going to be good. See that note rope that follows behind it? So that whole fucking line is now going to just detonate. And Max Pro doing it too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now that's the M58 Miklik. Now the UR-77 actually like sends it. So here is one that's in, this is in Zaporizhia. This is the one I was thinking of. So this one was, I actually used this to explain to people, because people were asking, they're like, why aren't they clearing the mines? I'm like, they fucking are, but they can't clear all of them. So they laid a smoke screen. First of all, this is a smoke screen. This one is the meteorite. So this would be a UR-77. You're going to see it fly from here and fly all the way out there. This is early morning, so you can see all the dew on the ground still. Oh yeah, give me that HD, daddy. Has Ukraine flag? What's Ukraine's flag? So there it is. You see the note rope behind it? And landed about out right here, I think. Now that just cleared a straight line of mines. Now the APOB is much different. So this is actually an embed that Josh and Will did with Marines. So this is all a training environment. Basically pulling it out of his bag, setting it up. This is a long video. And it's the same functionality. Still a note rope. It's gonna have a cute little parachute on the ass end of it when it goes out there. Trying to get the safety off the bottom. There you go. This one doesn't show you the cute little parachute. There's another video that does. This will show you the det. There it is out there. The other video is better. This is in Syria. Oh no, Kunduz, Afghanistan. So you'll see the parachute when it flies out here on this one. But see, this is the basis of where, like, I get my takes on just about any conflict and war, is in video. I don't. People say they're not using mine clearing, and fuck, they are. Come on, shoot. Nope, rope. Why you no shoot? Nope, rope. Oh, there it goes. Come back. No. Go. All right, there's a little parachute on his butt. Yep. That keeps the line taut. Otherwise, you know, when you fire it, the kinetic energy of that, the rear part of that is going to continue forward. But if you slow down the ass end of it, it'll keep the line taut. Yeah. On what, the Mikliks or the UR? The UR-77 has more range than the Miklik, I believe. Yeah, that's long. 5 what? Fuck you, it is. No, that's the effective firing range, 90 meters. And then you have the M58 Miklik, which is the American version. (107 meters). Interesting. Oh, the line charge is. Yeah, but it would have to meet that distance, right? So it would have to have a range outside of the effective distance of the line charge. Anyway, you get a lane 8 meters by 100 meters. I was under the impression the UR-77 fired further than that. Because, I mean, we just watched one send it like across a fucking football field, you know? But then you have the, hold on. Trying to find a Russian video. No. No. 77. There's one where they detonate it. They send it towards like Ukrainian positions, but it lands in a lake. That one made me laugh. Is that a new shirt design, and is it available? This is from Savage Tacticians. The thermite ground footage? Yeah. Should be able to find it. I don't know what it would have been tagged with. It was the 3rd brigade on the ground. I'm gonna search phosphorus. It's not phosphorus, but sometimes people will search for stuff like that, so we'll tag the videos with it. I mean, this ain't a bad perspective. It's just not the video that I want. I wonder if it's on Twitter. Here, I'll give you this video. And I'm gonna open a Twitter up. No, that doesn't work. Here. I know we have it, I just don't know how it's tagged right now. Fuck. I went over it on the fucking stream. I'd have to dive in. Incendiary? Oh, that's smart. No, that's not it. I mean, it's a nightmare fuel of a video. Is it this one? I don't think so. No. It's gotta be if I search for 3rd Brigade. The search works so fast, but what it's dependent upon is what the writer tagged the video with. Two months ago, or no, it's more recent than that. God damn it. I know how I might be able to find it, because I'm pretty sure we talked about it on the stream. YouTube.com/Funker530. This is going to aggravate me now, because that's like a video that I thought I had saved away. Oh man, looking back through these old live Funker live show thumbnails. Some of these were bad. I mean, they're not bad, I guess. I don't know, guys. What the fuck? Is it? Oh yeah, I found it. Fuck yeah, dude. This scary shit. We're gonna watch it sound full screen. I still got fucking Battlebit running. Oh, I drew this for you guys. Oh.
Що там? Де він? Дуб єпископу! Дима витягнув. Дайте, що нас фосфор. Пацани, та, блядь, валазь. Дай я, блядь.
It's a whole lot of nope from me, guys. This was actually from just June 8th. Yeah, just June 8th. And I know we reviewed it on the live show. That's why phosphorus? No. No, it's not. It's magnesium. So it's thermite. Different than phosphorus. Similar functionality. Phosphorus burns a very dark amber color and emits a much more chalky, thick white smoke. It's actually the how we do smoke. It's our smoke rounds. And if you go back to that, you know, I talked about this earlier. You go back to that video I transcribed from the 47th Brigade, or that I narrated. I really just narrated his account. I didn't transcribe it. He talks about how Americans were like, you can't just dump phosphorus smoke grenades on. Well, so his question was, can we use phosphorus? And they were like, yes, because it's smoke. That's how we do smoke. We do smoke with phosphorus. And they were like, okay, so we can use that on enemy fortifications. And they said, yes. And the Ukrainians were like, what if there's people in them? And the Americans were like, Now, technically, the Convention on Certain Conventional Weapons is what regulates the use of incendiaries. And when it's launched via ground, there are loopholes that you can use. It is what it is. Human rights like organizations hate this. It's a title for you. Human rights groups hate this. One simple. But there's a loophole in the Convention on Certain Conventional Weapons that says that when you fire it from the ground, from a ground-based system, flamethrower is technically still legal. It's not a war crime. That's what Russia technically is able to get away with the magnesium. It's with firing thermite. It's incendiary based, but they fire it from ground-based system. Right. Now you also have to make the argument that you're not using it against, that you are limiting the possibility of hurting civilians with it. The one toss one AV where he shot at danger closer to the beginning of the wars. I think one of the nastiest brown pants. All into the tree line. It was like the launcher was here and it just went boom and it was all just right there. Yeah, it was nutty. Excuse me. All right, guys, I'm going to go. We've been chatting and I've been screaming at my microphone for a little while. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. It's all seat of the pants. I won't see you guys again until Friday, probably. I'll be pretty active on, just about every social. Just won't be live on YouTube until Friday. You know, like I mentioned, Wednesday night stream I'm canceling so that I can take the kids to a theme park. That way we have we wanted to do that before I went away for 2 weeks. But that way we have 1 full week of streams before I do check out for a little bit to go waste your taxpayer dollars. But I'll see you Friday over on the Funker side. 6 o'clock, just like normal. More Funker footage, and then we'll be back here. It'll probably be a squad night. We'll probably play squad. Barring any unforeseen circumstance. So if you do play squad, be ready to jump in and, you know, back me up. But I appreciate you. Welcome to the new members. Appreciate you guys too, very much. But first and foremost, thanks for just being here. What server, bro? Either Viking or Broken as Designed. Good night, guys.
Good night, ladies.
Bye-bye.